Introduction. In the dimly lit chambers of Site 19, where shadows whispered secrets and decisions carried the weight of the world, the Administrator and the O5 Council gathered. This was not an ordinary meeting, it was shrouded in secrecy, even from one of their own. O5-10, known as the Mad General, sat alone in his office, unaware that he had been deliberately excluded from the meeting. The rest of the council had convened in utmost privacy, led by O5-1, known as the Dead Man. The subject of their clandestine discussion was the Ethics Committee, an organization that had begun to cast a long shadow over the Foundation's operations. The rising threat. The Dead Man, his voice carrying the weight of authority, addressed the assembled council. The Ethics Committee, he began, has begun to obstruct our work. Their moral considerations are interfering with our mission. The Administrator, a figure of immense influence, nodded in agreement. Troubling reports from the Internal Security Department had revealed that members of the Ethics Committee and elements within Mobile Task Force Omega-1 were whispering of an audacious plan to overthrow the O5 Council and seize control of the entire Foundation. Decisions are made. The Council, save for O5-10, was unanimous. The Ethics Committee had become a threat too great to ignore. They saw it as a roadblock to their power, and they resolved to eliminate it. O5-7, known as the Heretic, scoffed, the Ethics Committee. Nothing but clowns, all of them. O5-11, the Warden, and O5-9, the Secret Keeper, proposed a daring plan, Operation Ethical Clown Case. They would deploy Mobile Task Force Alpha-1, known as the Red Right Hand, to eliminate the Ethics Committee and Mobile Task Force Omega-1, the law's left hand. The unseen motive. As the plan took shape, it became apparent that power was the driving force behind their decision. They couldn't allow the Ethics Committee to hinder their ambitions. O5-7 grinned slyly, power, my friends. That's what we're truly after. O5-9 nodded in agreement, and the committee is in our way. Preparations. O5-7 and O5-9 summoned Alpha-1, briefing them on Operation Ethical Clown Case. The Ethics Committee and Omega-1 were now declared hostile and to be eradicated. Simultaneously, O5-11 reached out to the Global Occult Coalition for backup. The Administrator called upon Mobile Task Force Resh-1, codenamed Seat of Consciousness, to stand by as reinforcements, in case Alpha-1 faltered. The Alliance. Meanwhile, the Ethics Committee, along with O5-10, convened a clandestine meeting. Members of the mysterious Group E, thought to have dissolved with the USSR's fall, emerged. Aurea, an enigmatic group, joined the meeting, enticed by the Ethics Committee's promises of anomalous artifacts. The Ethics Committee was ready to break its own rules to enforce its vision of order upon the SCP Foundation. The ambush. Before the alliance could be sealed, Alpha-1 and the Global Occult Coalition descended upon them. The Group E, Aurea, and committee members were gunned down in a hail of bullets. O5-10 managed to escape and called in Omega-1 for backup. Soon, Omega-1 launched a relentless counterattack, trapping Alpha-1 and the GOC. The unexpected rescue. Omega-1 was poised to finish them when the Unusual Incidents Unit, acting on orders from O5-5 and O5-1, executed a surprise attack on the Ethics Committee. After a fierce firefight, the O5 Council, Resh-1 units, and the Administrator cornered O5-10 in his panic room. He was dragged out, held in place, and executed by Alpha-1. During this operation, Alpha-1 discovered the patches on the Group ES uniforms and the presence of the Aurea squad, revealing shocking revelations about their enemies. The road ahead. With the Ethics Committee and Omega-1 obliterated, nothing stood in the way of the O5 Council and the Administrator's ambitions except for the looming threats of the Chaos Insurgency, the Serpent's Hand, and other potential adversaries. The Foundation had changed, and the power dynamics within it had shifted. In the dimly lit corridors of Site-19, the shadows whispered secrets of a new era, one where the pursuit of power was more potent than ever before.